watercolor again. I'm gonna just trying to do something here. I don't know if it's gonna work. It's probably not gonna work, but we'll give it a shot. Give it our best college go. So, a sunset of some kind. We'll use this color here. I wanted to thank especially for Moon Scarab for coming on my Color in the Tarot show Saturday evening, and for his fans coming over and pushing me above the 1,000 sub mark. So I'm quite well pleased about that. I'm going to come in and take another color like this blue over here. The Prussian blue. Making it into kind of a sky color. Maybe we'll add a little over here. Kind of this purpley color in here. Big sky. Almost feels like I need a bigger brush, so I can put more of this down on here. One of the things we're going to try to do here is just see how fast we can do this. Sometimes speed is your friend. I'm going to put this color in here, some purple. Purples first. And I'm going to leave this area in here. Coming out over there. Yeah, I know the charcoal. I use a charcoal pencil in here to put in a just to kind of put in where the telephone poles are. This is the sort of the general outline here. This is not exactly watercolor paper. I'm dealing here with a mixed media paper, and it's not quite as absorbent as, let's say, a cotton paper, or even like a Cranston mixed media, or I have a Cranston XL watercolor paper. It's this is about the same poundage. It's like 140-pound paper. This is a card blank. I do sell cards. I sell cards. I think what I'm going to do, come in here, like this is like the road. I'm going to just come in here with this, get some perspective here. Isaac, welcome. What's that mean? Just come in here with this initial layer. Welcome, Mama Sushi. How was your vacation? Dysentery. Oh, okay. Toksuk, welcome. I'm just sort of blocking in some colors in here. with the hopes that I can, I have this is my reference photo. I'm not going to make it as dark in the background, but it'll be kind of like that. I'm just letting this here surface dry here before I go in and add some other colors. So I want some yellows to go in the sky. So I think we'll go with maybe this color here. Let's see if I want to put that in there. Or maybe I want to go add something that has more light to it. But I think I'm going to add this in there. But we're going to start up first with the lighter colors, because I got to remember, I am not doing acrylics. I'm not doing acrylic paints. I'm doing watercolor. And with watercolor, the rules say you start with your lighter colors first, and then you go to dark. You go from light to dark. So I really have done this kind of backwards already. So I'm going to put in some more water over here. Maybe I should move the water closer to me. But if I come and move it too close to me, then I get some shadows, and I really don't want these shadows. See? So we'll take the shadows out. This is like a 5x7 here. All right, so we're going to come in here with this yellow, bring it in here. If it gets a little slop down below, it's fine too. I'm going to put it here, yellow in the sky. Okay, it's dried enough there, good, because it's not going to... We'll see how it blends. I have this all masked out. I think last week I did this one here. I really wanted to do this image again. I like to do the images over and over again because you get a sense of mastery from doing the same kind of a design, same style design over and over. It helps to build your muscles, build your brushing muscles and everything else. And maybe we put this in here and we get a sense of the distance, and I want a sense of like perspective. So if you like what you see, please feel free to push the like button. I'm going to put this in here because then I go in and put some red. Yeah, it's going to make it kind of orangey, but that's okay. We can handle orange, but can't handle green. Well, that's what we don't want in the sky is green. Oh, we come back over here with the this yellow ochre. And because this will blend pretty well. Let's put that on the horizon line because we'll come back in with some reddish tones. I think that this dabbing motion, I think that will works too as far as to gain some randomness, adding randomness in here. I'm kind of liking how this works though. Let's come back in with this. We're going to come directly off of here. I want to add in a lot of light. We'll put some more yellow down just to lighten everything up. So we said maybe the sun's clear over here. Jessica Anderson, welcome. Oh, you got like 3 hamburgers there. I had hot dogs for dinner tonight. Hot dogs, and then I ate some dog food. Oh, it's food I cooked for my dog. The vet says my dog, my little pee-pee dog, she needs to eat vegetables, and so I've been trying to get the dog to eat vegetables. So I've been cooking vegetables into hamburger, and She doesn't like canned dog food. So there we go. I'm kind of liking this. It's starting to work. All right, so let's go just build some I'll come in. Let's see. Let's just use this burnt sienna, and I'm gonna just take this burnt sienna, and we're just gonna bring it in here. So maybe this is some side of the road here, coming up there. A little burnt sienna. Let's just see. We'll bring it here. Get the colors in here kind of loose. A little more thicker and heavier. Coming down the road. Driving into the sun. I'm going to take some of this burnt umber. I'm going to roll it in up here. Kind of mix it in. So as you can see with this paper here, that the colors and the pigments are just sort of floating on top. And so there's that's a drawback of using this mixed media paper. It works for pencils, kind of, sort of, yes, no, maybe, because of the whole notion that the paper doesn't have any teeth, and it works good for certain types of things. It doesn't work all that great with watercolor. So the next time I go buy card blanks, I'll just go and get the watercolor one, because I like the watercolor paper best, not just for watercolor, but for painting with the acrylics on it. I'm gonna come up here with this Payne's gray right here, and kind of put this in here. Get darker over there. Hopefully you can get it to, lighter colors first and darker colors second. Just to, let that come in here, and that all that stuff is just floating on the surface. If you look really close, if you can take your pinch it closer to you, then we're going to try and use just a little bit of the gravity here to fill out this thing, and it makes it look like maybe there's some shrubbery and everything else moving out there. It has a really organic look when we go over here. And I think I got some dark green. This dark green here, and I also got some of that Payne's gray in my brush. So we're gonna put that over here. But as you can see, the color is just lifting right off of there. So this is going to be quite a challenge here. But what we'll do is we're going to just work on this part of the painting, and then we'll come back go back into the sky. And then for this foreground here where the telephone poles are and the telephone lines, I think I'm just going to go into use my acrylics. I might use acrylic paints for that. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. I'm at 15 minutes in. I'm going to just see how... One of the things I want to do is just see how fast I can do a painting as well. That's also kind of some of the goals in here. And yeah, I'm kind of liking that. Let's put some of this over here. Maybe a bit over here. Different colorations. Let's get it to mix in with some of this Payne's gray. These colors all to commingle together. Kind of fill out the side hill here. There we go. I do have, if you're new here, I do have a variety of content on this channel. And here we go. And I'm going to put this over here, floating on the surface. I think I want to come in and with this yellow ochre. And I want to come back in over this. Kind of a different shade of green, and there we go. I'm really liking that with the red in the background. Looks pretty cool. So then, well, what are we going to do here? I think we'll go with the burnt umber here, and we're just going to kind of put it in here. There's the road surface. And then layer down some burnt umber on top of it. I want it to be more regular, more straight. Yeah. Maybe that's just the side of the road there. Colors in there really nice and loose. So in the reference photo, this is a really close to dusk. I mean, actually, it's almost nighttime here. I did process the photo somewhat. I think I took it back when I used to walk to work. And yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. And I think we'll come up a color. This Payne's gray. Maybe it doesn't look like much. I don't know. Boo Boo. Welcome, Boo Boo. Oh, it's like such amazing experience sometimes when you just think about the different materials that you're working with and how important the surface that you're painting on is. Because if you just like really look closely here, I'll just try to move this a little closer to you. And just to demonstrate how unabsorbent the paper is. And that's just pigment that's floating right on top of the it's floating right on top of the paper there. And it's not, so this is really is, this is, though it's rated as a mixed media paper, it really doesn't work very well for watercolor. And anyway, just to show you there, I'm going to go back to the sky now. I think I'm going to take one of my other brushes. This is a Da Vinci watercolor brush, and $22. This is $22. Not that you care. We're going to go back in and work on the sky. I think I'm just going to go first. I'm going to grab some more yellow. And we're going to put some more. Uh-oh, it's got green in here now. I did not want to put green in the sky. Ooh, I got to lift that off. I got to see if there's a way I can lift those colors right off of there. And I think I can do that and take this other brush so it looks cool. Other than where I yeah, so this is a technique that you can use if you make a mistake in watercolor. Is you can, as you see, I was able to lift that color off of there, the green. And so I had ended up getting green in my, so I'll just put this green down here. And there we go. A bunch of things, and maybe we'll put some trees in. I think, do I want to leave that white in? I think I'll leave that white in, but maybe not. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think I should do? Should I leave this colored space in here, or should I go in there with like some more like reddish tones in order to this guy is cool. Well, I want to add a little bit more color to it, like some more reds in there. It's not exactly going to be a color match, but believe it or not, this is the first time I've tried a painting like this, where I sort of sketched in like maybe a road surface or telephone poles or anything like that. So we got this. I'm going to put this up here. And we're going to go back in to this permanent red color. Lift some of this off. And we're just going to add it in. Add it in. Dab it in. Yes, sir. Not my first time painting. My first time doing a sketch like this, trying to do a painting like this, where I put some telephone poles in here, power lines, and there's a road here. So this is my first time painting a landscape with a road, but not my first time painting. I've been painting fairly regularly since 2016. I started painting in 2016, but with acrylics. But I've only been painting with watercolors since the second week of January. But I have like taken acrylics and used acrylics like they were watercolor. So I'm going to go in with this quinacridone rose. Let's see how this is going to look. Yeah, I'm going to take some of this and dab this in the sky. So we're just really, this is not, so one of the things with watercolor, what a lot of people don't like, is that the colors kind of lay in here really loose. And so, but if you look at it, when it is loose like this almost looks like real sky. It almost looks like it's real. So you get a sense of reality when you are painting really loose with the color. And yeah, I really like that. I'm going to come in here and put that in here as well. Let that red blend in with these other colors, so it'll make things kind of orangey here. I'm going to roll it in here so there is, like, here we go. There. Not my first time, but kind of like that. And then we'll go back in, and we're going to take this Prussian blue. Now I've added a bunch of red on top of there. And so this is kind of makes like a dirty, looks like a dirty purple. We'll put that in over here too. No, it is not my first art. My first, I've been painting 17, 18, 19, 20. I've been painting for 8 years. I've been painting for 8 years. So, that the water I have there has a lot of yellow in it. 8 years. But I have been only doing watercolor. I've only been painting in watercolors since about almost 2 months. About just a little, about 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Roughly 6 weeks. Maybe 7 weeks. I want to add my favorite color. That one. Really bright yellow. Really bright yellow is my favorite color. I want to make sure that that paint here doesn't have a whole bunch of red in it. So I'm going to dab off the red that I put into it. Yes. But I like really bright yellow. So I'm going to put this blue right in here to get it, to try to get it more like a purpley color. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to do just a little bit more, and then I'm going to stop because I'm going to need to let this thing dry first before I put the foreground in. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to come in here like this. Just dab in a little bit more color. And yeah, I'm not, you're not, you guys aren't going to see the finish of this because the medium, the paper is not going to allow me to finish this painting in one setting. And because look, if I'll show you right here, I can show you why that's going to be the case. Is I want you to see really closely here. You can see if I come up here really close, you can see that's standing water on top of here. That's all water that's sitting right on top of the paper. And so I can't do too many more layers. And as you see, as we've moved that color around, the the paper underneath is starting to bleed through. So that's why I can, let's say I'll just move this color down, clear down here. And that's kind of why. Because it won't, I'm gonna need 30, 40 minutes to let it dry first before I can do anything else. Then come over it. So that's stopped enough. I can come in and do something on the road surface. I want to see. Let's just see about. I wonder if we can do. I might try that. Yeah, let's just try that. These are acrylic paints here, and I'm gonna take some. So this is mixed media. This is now I'm into the realm of doing mixed media, as far as mixing. I'm gonna put in a border right here. I'm gonna use this liner brush and come in here. And this is a Transin paint saver. It's I'll show you the painting I did last Thursday. And let's just put this in. I'm going to put this line in here. And I have actually, if you go down in my feed and you come in and you look, I do lots of different kinds of stuff. I think we'll leave, maybe we'll take in this, move it around like that. That looks okay, I think. And then a line here. I think there, coming there. I'm gonna just kind of bring it, we'll thicken it up here a little bit. Maybe this is probably not the best idea. There we go. Something like that. A regular shape. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that looks okay. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Let's see. Yeah, it's still too soupy. I can't do anything else here. So I will show you. I'll just show off a little bit of the other art that I've done recently that I have right in front of me. Some of my practice paintings. This is my 999 show. That's my channel. This is my very first watercolor painting. I did this is like second week of January. And then I have some other things from my sketchbook. I think I did this one on 2/14. These are just some sketches. And actually, these are all on this show here. This is also another one that I did as a live just the other day. And did I do on the back side? Yeah. This is just a a sketch. It's a sketch work. That's nothing much there. Just some stuff. If you like what you see, there's some buttons to push. Sub and like. I'm on my road now to try to get 10,000 subs. Then here's one of the paintings I did on the Coloring the Tarot series. There's one here. And here is a card. So this is what I have down here is this. This is what I have down there. And I'm planning on, and I did this last week, I think. I did this one last week as well. Same thing down here. And yeah, that's just what I have handy. If you want, you can come in. You can go back through my live tab list, and you can see some of the other things that I've done. And okay, thank you for subscribing to me. And so what you can do is you can go back through there, and you can watch some of those other lives, and you can just turn the speed up. Double time, and you can watch some of these paintings unfold. And so I'm gonna call it quits for this night, and I'm gonna let this dry for like 30-40 minutes, and maybe I'll get back to it tomorrow. Tomorrow night I'm gonna come back and do something else. I'm not quite sure what. Actually, I do know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, and so I'm gonna come back tomorrow night, probably around 9 o'clock Pacific time, to do another watercolor. And this is what I got for tonight. So thank you very much for subscribing to me. Now, Grant, I wanted to let you know that I do a variety of content. So if you go down and look at my channel, there's a variety of content, and so don't be alarmed if you see a video pop up and I'm reading from and I'm doing on reading from the Gospel of Thomas, or from my Catholic Missal, or from other things, or I'm doing tarot related content, because I do a lot of tarot content on this channel, but mostly it's just art. So that's all I got for tonight, and thank you very much for your support, and I will thank you very much, Bobo, for subscribing to me too. I appreciate that. So that is a combination of this image here that I traced and put there, and a tarot card. So it's kind of a playing around the different things. Anyways, I will be back later. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.